Hello friends, Marshall Brown, Grace Presbyterian. In just a second here, you will be hearing from Allie and Diana about some of the specific plans for the youth ministry, for the high school and the middle school ministry this summer. But before you hear those specific plans, I wanted to talk more generally, more broadly about discipleship, teaching your children, your youth, about the things of the Lord. Several months ago now, Nick preached a sermon on the Great Commission where Jesus sends God's people out to go and make disciples of all the nations. Well, under that more broad and general call, there is a call to parents in God's Word that we are the primary drivers of our children's religious formation, of their discipleship, of teaching them the things of the Lord. Ephesians 6 says that parents are to raise their children in the nurture and the admonition of the Lord. So we as parents are the primary drivers of our children's Christian formation. If you even think about it from a simple number of hours per year standard, I mean, if you came to church 50 weeks a year and went to small group once a week, the maximum number of hours your children did, the maximum number of hours they would be exposed during the course of a year would be like 150 hours. Think about how many hours you spend with your children traveling, driving, meals, time at bedtime, all the different hours that you spend with it greatly surpasses that of the local church. And so God calls us to be the primary disciplers of our children. But the church does want to come alongside you, and thus this video. But there's three things I want to commend to you for this summer. The first is this, just to simply be present in worship. Whether you're here on the North Shore to worship with us in Winnetka or online, or even if you're traveling, to find a church where you're vacationing and to worship there. It's a great experience to visit churches in other places and to take your children with you. Don't take the summer as a time to take church off, but to actually continue to worship wherever it is that you are. I actually encourage you to visit other churches in other places. Related to this is actually when your children are here to encourage them to be a part of the youth ministries, the youth Bible studies. There's a lot that can be accomplished in the summer, the slower months, gathering with other youth around God's Word to study God's Word together. Another thing you can do as parents this summer is to think about memorizing something with your children. Historically, in the history of the church, there have been three great things that people have memorized to teach the faith to their children. Those three things are the Apostles' Creed, the Ten Commandments, and the Lord's Prayer. So I'd encourage you to pick one, maybe two of those, and memorize them alongside your children, and just to talk about them as you make it your way through this summer. Actually, my family's going to do, I think, the Ten Commandments this summer. But the third thing I want to say is just to be present with your children and to talk about the things of God with them. Deuteronomy 6 says this, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words that I command you shall be on your heart." And then the key verse is this one, Deuteronomy 6, verse 7. "You shall teach these words diligently to your children, and you shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise." Basically, as opportunity arises, especially as children ask questions, to be able to talk to them about the things of faith. And if you don't know, that's okay. Say, "I don't know." Let's talk to somebody. Let's find the answer to that. But as you go about, just to talk to them about the things of God. Summer is a slower time. It's a time when we spend more time with our children, which is a great opportunity for their discipleship. So I look forward to seeing you this summer, hopefully a lot, and have a great summer. Take care. Bye-bye.